hungry, I was serious. I'm gonna think something to eat. I was looking at this dude on YouTube. I started looking at this dude on YouTube, and he's a white boy, but he can cook. I'm like, I have to. I only watched a few of his videos, but all of them are good. All the ones I watched are good, and he really has a soul food touch with his style of cooking. He does. He has a soul food touch. I hate to down here. There's other people hanging out here. He really have a soul food touch with his style of cooking. I mean, that food looks so good. I got a little hungry. I hadn't really been eating too much. I ain't even really thought about food, but for some reason I feel so hungry now. So I'm cooking something. I just wanted to come on and say, people take stuff in their little minds and enlarge it to be bigger than the whole earth, you know. But today I was complaining about something, you know. It has really gotten ugly. It was okay. It wasn't too wet. It wasn't too overcast. It was just a little rainy, cool, not too hot. You could still go out and do some stuff. It got ridiculous now. Muddy, murky, wet, yucky. You can't even do nothing. You know, I feel sorry for delivery men. But maybe they're cool with delivering in the bad weather. But I am like, they got this dude. They pretty cool dudes. I ain't trying to talk about nobody. I ain't trying to just tear nobody down for no reason. I just don't understand something. You know what I'm saying? And I have to. That made me look at myself and how I must look, and don't realize he dressed to the nines. He dressed to the nines, but he just sat down on. If I had the money, I'd go get a power wash and just power wash the whole front, all the steps in front of. You know what I'm saying? He just sat down on the steps. I didn't think about what kind of shit is that. I'd be like to walk out there. And the maintenance man come every morning and he just roll the trash can and pick up trash. And I have to tell him, look, it's stuff on the steps. Oh, he said, okay. You know, trifling. You know, I got 6 more months of my lease. I probably could get out of it if I could afford to move. You know, because they probably just put somebody else who need a low income subsidy in here. But it's ridiculous. But anyway, I was saying that people might be wondering what I was talking about when I was talking about. I was saying I had read a book. That's all. I read a book about the Native American culture. I mean, we're surrounded by the Native American influence, but you don't think that much about it. Even though you see it around, and you actually never see Native Americans. So, I said, when I read this book, it fascinated me from the beginning to the end. I mean, it fascinated me. You know, it was about these people that lived in a cabin they had built themselves. And they explained how they use the bounty of the earth. And they even, I mean, it was just amazing to me. But they also told how in the wintertime that they get a bear, and not only do they cook it, but they use the skin for coats. They use the lard for oil for keeping the cabin warm. I mean, all that fascinated me. So I'm like, wow, I wanna know what bear tastes like. Now, keep in mind, I don't just go around want to taste strange stuff. You know, my diet is mostly, I don't eat pork or beef. My diet is chicken or fish. It's boring. But I like vegetables because vegetables have a lot of variety. So, but that's all I eat. But I say, wow, that sounds fascinating. I want to taste me some bear. So I went to find out how I could do that. And that's all it was. It was nothing deep. It was nothing political. It was nothing socioeconomic. It was nothing, monumental. I was just read a book and wondered what bear tastes like. But the book, if anything that should be taken from it, is how fascinating the Native American culture was. And how this author told us in the third person, which I don't care for, through the young boy's eyes. He told us through the eyes of the young boy. Fascinated me. And that's what should be highlighted. I mean, go get the book. That's what I think. That's what I would do. And stop trying to make something into stop trying to make nothing into something. And so when I try to find out how I could have some bear stew, I found out that America has made it illegal to use bear as food. It's illegal to kill a bear now and use them as food. I mean, I'm pretty sure, just like people go hunting and go duck hunting and whatever, they go hunting and get, Yeah, well, I was just thought of something. Another food that I might eat that might seem a little abnormal. I like gator, but I only have it occasionally. Because I don't prepare it. I have to go out to purchase it, but I don't actually prepare it. But just talking about different things. But other than that, I have nothing unusual in my diet, but chicken and fish. I go to the meat store and I get I think it's 25 pounds for $40 for the leg quarters and $40 for the breast. And it has bone in, so I have to debone the breast if I want it, get out the bone. But it's a lot of meat. It lasts me a couple of months or more. I just get a bunch of tilapia or something like that, or catfish, or whiting. You know what I'm saying? I kind of lay off the whiting a little bit, but I need to try some new fish. I want to get some flounder, but flounder just kind of just like blends and melts into the dish. Yeah, you can't cook it too long. But anyway, I don't like sway. I don't like that. I ain't saying it's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like it. It's nothing that we grew up eating. We grew up eating perch, sac-a-lait, catfish, garfish, redfish, snapper. That's it. I haven't had any fancy fishes. I guess sway is a cheaper form of catfish. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, when they said that it was illegal to eat bear, they had let me know. But we do cook bison. So I'm like, okay. Well, I ain't heard of bison before because you can go in the grocery store and they have bison, they have lamb. One thing they don't have is I would like some goat, but I'm not worried about if I don't get no goat, I ain't gonna worry about it. The last time we went to the country and bought a live goat and then butchered it. But so I don't really know where to get goat from. But I know these Africans eat it all the time, so I guess I can ask them where they buy it at. But yeah, that's all I had wanted. I had wanted to know what bear tastes like, what bear meat tastes like, because I had read this fascinating book. That's all I wanted to know. And they say they can't, America is outlawed cooking bear meat, so. But they say bison is something we can try. So I found me a little recipe on YouTube for bison. It ain't nothing fancy. Besides a burger, anybody can do a burger. I found me another little recipe besides a burger. So I probably try to make that, because who knows when they have I know they have a monthly festival, Indian festival, but it's a little bit of a drive from here. I don't think it's probably, I have to check. It's probably an 8-hour drive from here. So I don't know how they're doing it in quarantine. I'm not gonna rush into nothing until we see what's what. But I don't think they're using bites. I think they're using beef or pork, which I don't eat. So you know what I mean? Rush up there, because that's the reason I want to go. But I saw them on YouTube, and they have a lot of Indian culture, like purses and other stuff. So I guess if I get the time and the money, and I feel like it's taking an 8-hour drive, I'll go up there. But no, it wasn't nothing deep or wasn't nothing, unusual. I just was wondering about bear meat. But I can't get no bear meat. And I'm not going to try to go illegally buy no bear meat, because somebody will still go hunting and get them a bear. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. So anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. They mystified me, you know what I'm saying? Mystified me. But it's nothing going on. I was thinking about trying to see. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing until I do it. So I don't always be talking. But whenever I do, if I do, I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. So with that being said, if you believe in God, pray for me. I will pray for you. And you all guys have a wonderful, great day. I don't know how the day gonna go. It's gonna go great in God. There's some ugly outside. I'm home. I feel like I'm a cook. I want to order some tacos, some chilies. It wasn't bad, but they don't bring me everything in a separate box. Baby, I thought I was gonna have me some. Well, I didn't know what it was all up in them separate boxes. It wasn't bad though. I'm not gonna put them down. It wasn't bad. It was all right. I will order it again. So with that being said, everybody have a wonderful and great and amazing day. Pray for me if you believe in God. I will pray for you.